Hello, I'm Spencer Marquette, and I'm doing my project on Hatchbox ABS 3D printer filament. It is made in China, and I will be going over ABS, or acrylonitrate guanidine styrene. Acrylonitrate. Its molecular structure is C3H3N. Some hazards it might cause is flammable, corrosive, and an acute toxin. The most common method of producing it is SOHIO process, which involves reacting propylene and with ammonia in the presence of a catalyst. It appears as a clear, colorless liquid with a strong, pungent odor. The vapors are heavier than air. It is highly flammable in liquid and vapor form. It can cause serious eye damage and may cause respiratory irritation. This component contributes to ABS by adding resistance and heat stability. The chemical percentage is 15 to 35%. Exposure to acrylonitrate can cause weakness, headache, dizziness, confusion, nausea, vomiting, and it can lead to death. At normal environmental levels, acrylonitrate is unlikely to harm wildlife or plants. However, in high levels, it can lead to the death of animals, especially marine life. Guanidine. The molecular structure is C4H6. Some hazards that may be caused via exposure is irritation of the lungs, nose, and throat, frostbite, and can eventually lead to death, among other things. It is produced as a byproduct from ethanol and propylene production. Guanidine is a colorless gas with an aromatic odor. Its vapors are heavier than air and can be in liquid form as well. Contact with the liquid can cause frostbite. Prolonged exposure to fire or intense heat may cause containers to rupture and violently rocket. This chemical delivers toughness and impact strength to ABS plastic. Its chemical percentage is 5 to 30%. Prolonged exposure to this may cause symptoms such as disordered blurred vision, vertigo, general tiredness, decrease in blood pressure, headache, and can eventually lead to death. It easily evaporates from soil and water. It does not build up, but in high amounts can lead to damaged crops. Styrene. Its molecular structure is C8H8. Some symptoms from exposure can be headaches, depression, fatigue, weakness, hearing loss, loss of balance and concentration, and cancer. It is manufactured by dehydration of ethyl benzide. Then styrene is readily polymerized and co-polymerized by both batch and continuous mass polymerization. It is insoluble in water and is less dense than water. It is a colorless liquid that evaporates easily. It has a sweet smell. It is insoluble in water. It is a flammable liquid and is slightly toxic. This chemical provides a rigid structure to the plastic and allows it to be processed easier. The chemical percentage is 40 to 60%. Some chemicals from high exposure is headache, fatigue, weakness, depression, hearing loss, and peripheral neuropathy. Exposure in high levels to the environment can have toxic effects on wildlife, particularly aquatic organisms. Different portions of each chemical will determine the different properties, such as flexibility, toughness, and rigidness. Some things that are made out of it are electric housings, auto parts, consumer products, pipe fittings, and Lego toys. It is used as a cheap but strong material to make components for multiple products. Almost all consumer-grade ABS is the same, with an average price of $20 from what I found on Amazon.com. long time, materials like ABS plastic have been limited to industrial use only, but now with the invention of the new 3D printers, everyone can use it. I have listed a few 3D printers ranging from $100 to $400. I have also graphed their size and volume by millimeters, so that way you can determine if you would like to start working with these materials as well. Thank you.